Hello, I am going to follow up on this briefly. Um, this is a free platform I use, and it records at a site location and it transfers to YouTube, and I don't have to do anything. And I just been notified they're going to discontinue my free service. This is IBM Ustream. Ustream was pretty good. It's been around for a long time, and IBM bought them. And I think they're doing it to all the free people because they don't want to be associated with America anymore. But let's go through I did Pompeo, like he's going to be an excellent. Could you give me the CIA lady who just got, what kind of job is she going to do? She's going to do like fair. Could you give me her? Yeah, she's borderline between fair and poor. Uh, okay, Mattis, Secretary of Defense. What kind of job will he do for the American people? And Mattis has a lot to do. It's a really important job. He's going to do excellent. He's going to do excellent. I mean, there's so much corruption in the Pentagon, the money and the power, and it has been infiltrated, and all the computer technology you need to know. I mean, you got to be really know the power buttons of bureaucracy. Okay, who's after that? Chow, Secretary of uh, Treasury. No, Secretary of Transportation. She's McConnell's wife. She's going to do a poor job. And we find out the family is bought into all these shipping lines and all these businesses. There's so much, and McConnell's okay with it. So I don't know. You know, it looks really bad. Um, Pruitt, please, Pruitt. He's the environment. Now I never did Pruitt before. He's going to do an excellent job. He's doing, yeah, he's going to. There's a lot of corruption in the Environmental Protection Agency, especially with all the lawyers. Lawyers took it over. Lawyers are using this as a weapon. And for example, the environmental programs such as a pond from a rainstorm could sit, if it's there for a month, it becomes a wetland and the farmer can't do anything. He can't farm. It's sort of like that. Just bizarre things that when I was a young man, we wanted clean water, right? The Ohio River caught on fire, things like that happen. So all these rivers, we did clean them up, and we can't have industry and have clean water, clean air, clean. I mean, people want this. They put it in a way that, oh, you're against the environment. You go, no, I want to clean it up, but I don't want to get robbed either. I want both. Why can't I have both? But they don't. So we have a super fun site where I'm located, and some of you probably know about it. They EPA personnel actually went up with a subcontractor to a gold mine that was in the 1880s and probably operated up to the 30s. Anyway, you have all this tainted water. Mining is pretty dirty, and they went and released all the water and went into the river, and you got all this, changed the color of the river and killed all the fish. And uh, to make a long story short on this matter, the local people were all ready to get a super fund site for all these mines, and it was going to employ all the lawyers, and they wanted $1 billion. That's Superfund is $1 billion, and you could probably do this thing for a couple $1 million. All these Superfund, all these environmental programs have turned into lawyer legal money, and they're putting all their kids onto these jobs that nothing is accomplished. We're being reamed, and we just want clean air, clean water. We do what is right, you know. Get rid of the chlorine out of water. How about that? But anyway, we're going to go in that direction. And we just saw Pruitt is the guy. They're attacking him because they know what he's doing. They know he's going to get these Superfund sites and cut the budgets down to nothing. and still accomplish your goal of cleaning the water up, cleaning the site up. And they know this. They know it has been used, and the local people don't know they're not going to get their billion. Guess what they're going to get? Are they going to get 200 million? No. I doubt they're going to get less than 10 million over the next couple of years. And it's going to be a very effective program to clean up those mines until more technology comes and you can clean it more. So that's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with honest. We're dealing with 320 million people you got to feed, and you got to give them housing, you got to give them health care, and you just can't do it with everything, an aspirin costing $100, and aspirin should cost 10 cents. And that's what I'm saying about God. God is free. It doesn't cost tens of thousands of dollars to some guru. That taints it. And I know some gurus out there who are actually pretty high beings, but because their emphasis on the money, it does lower the vibration of the teaching a bit, because they make an organization around their teaching and it brings it down. And anyway, that's just that. We're going to go to, so I said Pruitt. I was really surprised because they make him out like he's a rapist, a serial killer, and everything else, and the poor guy. But he and Trump is behind him, I think. Could you tell me how much Trump is behind Love Hate on Pruitt, please? Pruitt gets a lot of bad. Trump is kind of neutral. I don't blame him. You think Trump would be more positive towards Pruitt? Let me just get it. Let it go. Let it go. Here we go. Trump feels. Actually, Trump is positive. I take that back. Trump has good to excellent feelings towards Pruitt. He understands it's all newspaper that are attacking him. He's being unfairly attacked, and the man's going to do a decent job. He knows what it is to be a farmer, to be a small business, and we're going to fix that. And I just wanted to say, when Greenpeace, which I gave money to when I was a kid, 18, 19, I had a job, I was going to save the world, I joined Greenpeace, but they didn't want my input. They didn't want the way I saw the world. I guess they identified me as something, I don't know. But they went and attacked. You remember they took over an oil rig in Russia, and it's just taken off. And the Russians take no prisoners from anybody. They were their backs are against the wall. The Soviet Union collapsed, and they're rushing to put their natural resources together to sell it, to bring in really cold cash. And the oil industry did that for them. It allowed them to survive these difficult years. So, Greenpeace went out there with these dinghies and jumped on an oil rig in the Arctic, and they captured it, let's say, as a protest. Well, the Russian went out there with Marines, arrested them all, with machine guns and everything. I knew they were going to do this, because that's what Russians do. And they threw them in jail. Because they're probably, could you tell me if this is true? Was that a psyops from MI6 from England? That taking the oil rig? Let's just see. How much was it a psyops? Yeah. I'm getting like 90% plus. It's totally a psyops from the Secret Service of England to use Greenpeace to take over the oil. And they've been doing that constantly against Russia. But the Russians are real smart. They know this. So they took all the Greenpeace people who may not have known. You know what I mean? They're just kids want to save the world who do these physical operations. Back at the home office for Greenpeace, they're just a bunch of lawyers, and they're working with the intelligence services. And anyway, the Russians do things like that all the time. They overreact to prevent people, organizations, to mess with them. Don't mess with Russia. And they didn't have any power at the time. And so everybody knows it, and we know it. The Chinese know it. No one messes with Russia. And okay, let's continue to go. Anybody else out there beside I did chow at this. Oh, here we are. She's at Secretary. Oh, Secretary Mnuchin. How is he doing at Treasury? Is he going to save us? Is he going to save us? What is his heart? Mnuchin is coming up very, very dark. I thought he would come up a little bit better, but no, he's not. He's not with Trump. He's not with the American people. He's serving some other secret agenda. He's actually a traitor, I'm getting. He's treason just like Kerry was. All right? That kind of energy. He's doing stuff behind the scenes. Okay, we got rid of that. Treasury. How about Bolton? Bolton Molten. He's always he's had a dark past in a way. What is he doing right now? I'm not measuring his past. I'm measuring the man right now in the job he has right now. Show me Bolton. He's poorish. He's not doing anything treasonous or anything. He's borderline fair and poor. And I guess that's as best we can expect from him. Um, I'm not sure why Trump picked him, but he had his reasons. And he's not picking anybody. I think he's picking the national security person based on he's playing to the grandstands a little bit. He goes, look, I'm picking this guy, and he doesn't listen to him. And that's been Trump's thing about this national security people. He kind of doesn't listen to him. He listens to Kelly. Oh, let's say Kelly, chief of staff. I think Kelly has changed his opinion of Trump as he's working with him. Okay, what kind of person is Kelly in his job? What he's doing right now? He's doing really, really good. He's doing really, really good. He's excellent. He's excellent. I always got that. I probably would not get along with Kelly or Pompeo, but they're doing really good work. They're going to do good work for the country. See, they're patriot type people. They're honest. Their integrity's high, and they both did well at West Point, I think. Who else? Anybody else? I know there's lots of things. I thought transportation was important, and she's probably not the person for the job if they're going to do this infrastructure project. She has sticky fingers almost. Maybe other people. They should think of someone else. Homeland Security. I don't know who. Homeland Security. What kind of job is she doing? She's going to do a good job. She's also. I put her down as good. Could you show me? Let me just do it one more time. I'm moving her around. Homeland Security. The woman. And the answer is. She's going to do. It's moving a lot on me. I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. I should do it later. Could you rate her in her job, please? I'm getting different answers. I'm saying overall she's going to do a good job. I'm actually going to say she's going to do an excellent job. She's going to do excellent to good to excellent. I think there's a lot of forces at work with Homeland Security. It's an artificial organization that was put on top of all these other government institutions, including the FBI, and it's not really designed right. It was designed to be a national police force, which is not an American thing. It's kind of against our traditions. But she's going to, overall, I think she's going to do a very good job. I think there seem to be other forces pulling her. She might have to make decisions she doesn't want to make. And she has no choice. Okay, thank you. the whole thing is going to be good. Bye bye.